recorded. I have a few clips that will be in this video. It is Monday, the 15th, I believe. Yesterday was Father's Day. Friday we took JJ to the vet. They took him back there, drew some blood, handed him back to me. Before I could think, before I could say, give him to Dino, here I am soaking wet. He's soaking wet, and I can't breathe, and I'm running to the bathroom to wash me off. They doused him with rubbing alcohol all over his body. And what's the one thing I can't have? So yes, I have been having small mast cell reactions every single day since then. Yep. But I will show you what I've eaten. I have recorded it. I did have reactions after one of the meals this weekend, but I lived through it. It wasn't a horrible reaction, but it was a reaction. Once I get inside, we'll discuss what all I've been doing. So I didn't let it get me down. It was small reactions where I was having trouble breathing for a few days. I was weaker than normal. My foods were making me sick, but I think we're okay now. I think. We'll see. I'm going to also show you what I went to the grocery store and just bought. Here's the next couple of days of food for me. I still have some deli meat. I still have my, I think I gotta cook it all though. It has changed color so fast. I gotta smell this thing again. It is brand new. It is expensive. I just don't get it. Pork, which I'm not gonna eat probably. I mean, I have a lot of keto type stuff in here. I still have more of my burgers that Dino cooked me. But here's what I got, because I'm changing some stuff up. I'm rewinding when I was losing so much weight. We're rewinding some. I went and got blackberries, raspberries, blueberries. I got all the ones that were on sale because it's only going to last 2 days before it spoils, let me tell you. So I paid like $6 for the blackberries. There's quite a few of them. The raspberry, I got one container. So it was $2 for the blueberries. I don't even know if these taste good. Let's see. I should have just went next door to the blueberry farm. Lily. It's literally next door. Strawberries. I already had to throw half the carton away. They were rotten. Even though I inspected them, they were still rotten. I got plums to try. 2 slices of watermelon. Okay. 2 days. 2 days we're about to do something. If it lasts 3 days, like doesn't rot, then it's gonna be longer. Okay, so I have been chemicaling and cleaning out the pool. The pool chemicals are perfect. In about 20 minutes, once we make sure the storm isn't headed this way, that's south of us, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna use the vacuum to get all the dead algae out, because I've been trying to make it get it out, but it won't go everywhere on its own. And big areas keep getting missed because the stupid thing just wants to go in certain areas. So I'm gonna have to get in there. Yes, the pool is very milky and cloudy. I have put clarifying in there. I have put so much in there. I'm just gonna give it some time to see if it'll go away on its own before I go through more chemicals in there. I will show you clips of what I've eaten for the last few days. Probably won't see clips, and I don't know if I tell y'all in any of them because I really didn't record a lot. Is most of the days I had at least 5 ounces of the ham, 5 ounces of the turkey, 2 ounces to 3 ounces of cheese. I realized cheese is not my friend. The one brand is the both white American cheese. The one brand, fine. The more expensive boarhead one, not my friend. I seem to get heartburn after eating that one, and it's the low sodium one, but I won't be having that one anymore. I also was out of fruits and stuff, and we all know that with my MCAS or whatever goes on with me, I have reactions if I don't have some kind of fruit or something with it. I went too many days of basically eating my meals with just meat and cheeses and stuff. Prayley, you want to say hi? You always love to come see mommy when she's recording. he's sad because JJ did move in the house this morning, but JJ is wondering why he's moved into a house with a bunch of lions, because they're huge and he's so tiny. I'll show y'all him in a little bit. And he wants to play with JJ, and he hits JJ in the head, but JJ is so scared he gets up there and he wallops people. He's not used to it yet. He's only used to his tiny little family outside. Now, every cat in this house is blood related, even JJ. JJ and him share the same daddy, just not the same mommy. Now their mothers is related to the rest of the cats in here because they were, they're either sisters or cousins, I don't remember, but they have the same grandmother for sure. So they are all some kind of related. Poor JJ did have ear mites, so he had to stay on the porch for 4 days, and they put the solution in it to kill them all. And he has an ear infection like Praline did, but that's not surprising. They're outdoor cats. Most outdoor cats do have ear infections. Praline did not have ear mites though. So he's got 2 weeks of ear medicine. That's what made Praline stop cuddling with me, because I used to tie him down. Well, not literally, but hold him down twice a day for his ear drops. He'll let me cuddle like this, but he doesn't lay in bed and cuddle anymore. But he does with Dino. Yes, you do. I literally have to stand like this if I want to hold him. And then we gave him the parasite worm meds, and we give him another dose in 2 weeks. They were going to test it for like $100, and then I was like, no, he's been outside. We don't need to test, because no matter what, I'm giving him the 2 doses of meds that will get rid of everything. And they're like, are you sure? Yes. Okay. Do we just really want more money? And then I forgot that I normally take the prescription for the antibiotics to the pharmacy and only pay $6. And I could not figure out why my bill was so freaking high. It was like $100 for the antibiotics there, because I had forgotten to tell them to give me a prescription and let me go pick it up somewhere else. So he's expensive, but he's Dino's baby. He's laying in bed with Dino right now. He's going to be very spoiled. Very spoiled. My garden has been depressing me some, because with all the rain, it doesn't matter what I do, it's all getting blight. It's all having issues. So we'll see if I get anything out of it this year. I'm going to redesign for next year. This new area is doing really well, except some of them were not bred for disease and blight and stuff like that. So it's one of the plants is having an issue over there. But I'm learning a lot of things each year. Now I realize that we're just gonna, at least these last 2 years, I'm gonna have to fight with it. Like the year before, I got a lot more the very first year ever doing it. I think I need to also change all the dirt out. The cat is really distracting, sorry. This was what I wore today. Just a little outfit. Just run to the store. But yeah, I'm not doing the sugar diet. I just seem to do better with the fruit. Like I said, I am waiting to see what happens with my insurance with the CGM. I was told I'd know today. I went to go see, and they still didn't have a decision. At this point, I really don't. I just want a decision so I can just buy the stupid thing. But once you buy it, they won't re-put it into your insurance, so I have to wait and see. But oh my gosh, oh, he's being cuddly. You're being cuddly. Oh, he doesn't like when I talk, by the way. He wants attention. Alright, you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye, and then we can show them what the last few days clips? Okay. Right, it is the 14th, 3:30. I forgot to record earlier. I had about 3 ounces of my deli meat ham, turkey, and 1 ounce of the cheese. It was a couple of hours ago. Now I've already had a few bites of a steak, a sirloin. I am having a little pork loin. Underneath is a slice of white American cheese. A burger. I've already had half a burger. I forgot to record. The only fruit vegetable. Anything I have in this house is an apple, so I'm having a small pink lady apple. Joshua, what's wrong? Are you hot? Yeah, you're hot. You can finally hear again. I don't know what happened. You could not hear. You do better? Yeah. I gotta go take a shower. I am a mess. I am soaked. This is not dirty hair. This is soaking wet hair from sweating. I was out working on the pool because we finally got a new pump on it. Which has made it where the shark and everything is finally moving. So I've been out there all day putting the chemicals in, treating it. It was greener than the grass, y'all. It was so horrifying. The green is gone, but it's milky, so I put all the milky chemicals in it. All the other chemicals are perfect. Every number is perfect, other than its ugly color. Well, the chlorine's a little too high, but that's okay. It's supposed to be too high right now because I'm doing a 24-hour shock treatment. It'll be better tomorrow. Maybe I can finally get in this stupid thing, because it is... I'm dying. Definitely time for a shower, and I just cut my hand on the stupid chicken wire. That's great. Looking horrible. I have no eyebrow and no mascara, and I always have that because my eyes always look washed out. Always. We just had tremendous rain within a 5-minute period. I mean, it just, you can't see it, it's all dried up, but it had flooded. It was so loud on my pool, so loud. So all the chemicals are good in the pool. It's just cloudy now. I put clarifier in there. Hopefully I can finally get in the pool, because this is crap. It's like the 14th and I can't get in the pool. Okay, what you did not see me eat because I did not film was 4 ounces of the turkey deli meat and 4 ounces of the ham deli meat yesterday. What I did not film was the deli meat. I don't know if I told y'all. Same amount. Also, I had the new raspberry keto chow, which is so yummy, y'all. It is very candy-like. Almost forgot to film again. 2 New York strip patties, 1 tablespoon of butter, 2 American cheese slices, and 2 of the little boneless pork chops. They're really pork loins though, but people call them boneless pork chops. I'm going to put this in my macros, so don't worry. I'll tell you what the total carb is. So I have my little bowl. I got a plum. I got half a plum in here, which is 2 ounces, but I ended up with the red plum and didn't realize it, and I am not a fan of it. It's very bitter. I have some watermelon. So I have 5 ounces of watermelon, 5 ounces of strawberries. Everything else is only 2 ounces, and the blueberries are only 1 ounce. Then I have 2 burger patties. This is my main meal. It is 4 and it's time to eat. Okay, so far today it's a total of 33 fat grams, and this is 38 total carbs. I don't know what that is. I didn't look. But I didn't do my blood sugar because I don't want it to influence what I'm eating right now, because I'm eating the Hill mast cell activation syndrome, and I've had a lot of episodes, and I seem to do really well when I eat some fruit. Time to discuss this video right here by Sean Baker. Alright, let's discuss it. So I'm sitting here eating my burger, or I ate all the fruit. I actually can't get this down. I'm full. I couldn't finish all the fruit either. Y'all, have you watched the video? Hold on. Need a sip of coffee. Alright, have you watched it? Okay. If you haven't, go watch it. I wish I could do this to try it. So the reason the sugar diet works is you eliminate your protein, basically, right? So he did it the carnivore way. He just ate fat, like 200 and something grams of fat for 3 days to see how much he can lose in 3 days. which he loses 8 pounds in 3 days. But for someone like me, someone like you probably wouldn't lose that because his workouts are friggin' intense and I don't work out. Between my fibromyalgia and everything else and the daily life of things I have to do, I don't have the strength to work out. I'm in too much pain. I can't even do the dance routines on my Oculus. My favorite one got deleted. Like, they don't allow you to have it anymore. Even though you paid for it, they lost the rights to the music, so now you can't use it. Okay. I am in so much pain, I can't work out. So, would you still see the same result if you did not do the crazy workout he did? Remember, he's covered in muscles already. I don't know, but I can't do it because when I eat butter by itself, and I love the butter bites, but I can't eat them. When I do diets like that, when I do higher fat than what I normally do, I usually gain weight, and it's probably also because I get very sick to my stomach. Like, I throw up, I get nauseous, I can't process that kind of fat. I just never have been able to. When I first did keto, I was very sick to my stomach all the time because I thought you had to be high fat. Now I realize you don't. But if you are afraid to try the sugar diet and you are keto or carnivore, but you want to try something that will do the same thing, and I'm not saying do it 30 days. I'm not sure how that would be healthy or not. But try his fat fast. Okay, and it's not just butter. He ate egg yolks, not the white. He ate heavy cream. He made an ice cream one day using heavy cream and egg yolks. So you do have options. So basically, to me, his is kind of like the egg fast, where you remove the egg whites. You can have all the butter you want. No cheese because no protein. You can have heavy cream. But I didn't ever handle the egg fast or the beef fast. It always made me desperately ill. The reason I can get away with eating beef off the grill, it's only off the grill that I can get away with it, really, the most. And that's probably because all the fat is dripping out of it the whole time it's cooking. I do not get away with that on the griddle, probably because it cooks in the fat. But if I was to eat that by itself, like I did this past weekend, I would be desperately ill. Have to have some fruit with it. I've tried carrots with it, and it did not work again. I'm not processing carrots very well right now, probably because I'm eating so much meat. I also have to make sure and not eat but one main meal a day, and then I can do like a keto chow, something liquid like. The truth is, it does take like almost 20 something hours for food to process out of my stomach. So if I keep piling food in there, it just makes me really ill. But I found it interesting. I did find it interesting, and I am hanging on to the edge of my seat watching all these other people do the actual sugar diet. I have always been a high protein, low fat keto girl. That's usually how I lost the most weight. However, after getting long haul COVID, after my mast cell going crazy, I just, whatever works. Like, whatever works. I just keep going and working with whatever I have. So I think I'm gonna, if the storm has passed, I'm gonna head out there and vacuum out the pool. Let me introduce y'all to JJ. I know you've seen him on the outside videos. Pretty plain kitty. But he is Dino's favorite kitty from the outside world. And then that's his bear. But this is JJ. JJ, you want to say hello, world? No? You still can't make your mind up? The cats can't make their mind up either. She loves him. That's her boyfriend. But she's always loved him. She's always freaked out when he came around on this porch, like on the outside, and she'd be on the inside. Remember, he don't like his butt being sniffed. Every time y'all do that, he freaks out. He says he's being violated, and he doesn't like to be violated. Of course, she hasn't killed him, thank God, but she don't like nobody. You're sniffing. You're sniffing Daddy's seaweed, which I kicked him out of the house. I told him he had to get away from me because I was going to throw up. To me, it's the worst smell in the world. I'd rather take any other smell in the whole world other than seaweed. It makes me gag so bad. I mean, to me, Sua smells like roses compared to seaweed. That's how much I hate it. Are we going to go take a walk? Definitely got to get you fixed before you start spraying. You haven't never sprayed outside before. Even though you should. He was not in Chase and Tell, even though he literally will be a year old next month. Well, 2 weeks from now. Less than 2 weeks. You're basically a year old, mister. Well, basically a year old already. Yeah. Well, we're going to say, actually, Praline's the one that's going to be a year old in 2 weeks, like for 4th of July time frame. This one was born a month later, so he's still got a little ways to go. He's got until August. Mommy forgot for a second. You were a different litter. Alright, I'm debating. I'm not sure when I ate. Hold on. Alright, it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes since I ate. I did not take my blood sugar. I told myself I was only going to take it if I had a crash. Meaning if I felt nauseous, if I felt dizzy, if I felt shaky like the one day, if I felt like... Oh, I didn't catch it. He was really staring at me just then. So, and I told myself otherwise I wasn't going to take it, because I don't want it to influence what I eat right this minute. Because I was outside working in the heat again, scrubbing the pool. I got in the pool with tons of chemicals. I came inside. I've been around a lot of dust and cat hair because I've been moving some furniture. I've been clearing out some clothes. And I have a lot more to do, but I've been clearing out the bathing suits because I pulled the bathing suits out to go get in the pool. My last summer's bathing suit that were so tight on me. My stomach stuck way out. There were indents, like they were so tight, but they were in my stomach, but they were nice and long on my thighs. Like they came about mid thigh, right? I was like, oh, I can wear them this year with no problem. Also, they were too small for my boobs last summer. They really smushed them in. So I was like, this summer I will rock it. No, I won't, because I have lost so many friggin' pounds and inches since last summer. That's not happening. That's not happening. Meaning, they were so huge, the boob part was down my waist, like literally hanging down. They go past my knees. It was a huge looking dress on me, and I had tons not open, so I'm going to send them to my mom's house, and maybe my sister or someone would want them. But they were gigantic, which is a win, but I was like, oh no, now I need to go buy a bathing suit. So I'm gonna have to just makeshift something because I don't want to go pay for a bathing suit. I also discovered I have a lot of clothes that I bought last summer that drenched me, which is a good thing, but time to get rid of. Only got to wear it one summer. But yeah, so I cannot wait to be able to get rid of the clothes. Most of them I can't do anything with though, because all the cat hair, it doesn't matter how many times I wash it, cat hair doesn't get out of a lot of clothes. I have started buying clothes that is 100% friendly for cat hair. Like, it's not cotton, it doesn't like all bed in or anything, because that's horrible. He keeps stopping while I'm talking and staring at me like, what are you doing, woman? You're talking to yourself. Aren't you crazy? Like, it is so funny. But he's giving himself a bath right now, even though he had a real one today. But I'm gonna shut up now. Because he's distracting me way too much. Okay, here's the thing with mast cell. You don't always know what your triggers are. I know I weakened my system really badly with the rubbing alcohol at the vet. I didn't even think. I've been doing so well, no episodes. Got a horrible storm right now. And because I was basically, it overfilled my bucket beyond belief. Everything's setting it off. The storm is setting it off. I had the keto chow just now, cold. And I have been doing it with coffee to not let my stomach get cold. I know this sounds absolutely stupid. And a heating pad on my stomach. I've been getting away with doing my keto chow without having any episodes from the cold of it. Except tonight, a horrible storm came through. The electricity had gone out. So I didn't have anything with it, and I just had it. Mistake. Because I literally like 20 minutes ago was having heartburn come out my nose and everything. I thought I was going to throw up everywhere. It was horrible. My throat is on fire. It is still going on right now. I'm trying to warm my stomach up. So I don't think I'm going to be doing ice cream for a while. It was where it wasn't affecting me. Or I was doing, like I said, I just did this combo and it didn't affect me at all. And I really had missed something cold and creamy. So since I wasn't having episodes as long as I did these things, I was able, hold on. Sorry, I knew I was about to be in trouble. I felt the heartburn come up to my nose again. So I had to get up and take care of the issue. Which is stomach acid. It's just when I call it stomach acid, people get confused. And I don't know why. It makes me very sleepy when this happens too. Sorry. But I haven't had an episode this bad from the cold in a long time. And like I said, it's a histamine bucket. I mean, I got exposed to rubbing alcohol, which is going to take weeks to get back out of my system. That's how effective I am when it comes to alcohol and hand sanitizer, all of that garbage. So, and I don't mean alcohol drinking, I mean like medical alcohol. So, and I don't drink alcohol anyways, just in case you were wondering. The storm's making it worse. Everything's combined is just, yeah. I'm also having trouble with beef all of a sudden. And I think it's only, in my opinion, it's only due to the exposure of the rubbing alcohol, which means, that I kind of got to start all over clearing out my system so that I can not react so badly. I didn't react to the food earlier, like the fruit and the one burger. I took the dairy away because I thought, like the cheese, I thought the cheese is what's been causing it. But now I don't know. And I know there's some dairy in keto chow. I know that. Okay, I use certain dairy all day long. Butter doesn't bother me at all. Real Irish butter, no issues. I have no issues with light cream. I can't do heavy cream, I can do light cream. So I don't know. I have never been able to do ice cream without being as sick as I am right now. I'm rolling on the floor, almost crying. Even as a child, every time I had ice cream, you think that would have taught me back then not to eat it anymore. And I know it's more from the cold than anything, because I'm going to try the keto chow again, but I'm going to cook it. I'm going to make waffles or something. But it's so good, y'all. And my trick of putting it in the microwave, like tonight, the keto chow had been in my freezer for 3 days. And I used more water this time than light cream. So don't get me wrong, it tastes so much better with a lot of cream. But because of, like I was just saying, I can't really have a lot of cream. I had to put it in the microwave for a complete minute, and then it's perfect. So I go in there, I nuke it for a minute, then stab it. And everyone's microwave is different, by the way. I stab it with a knife all the way through. I make the whole top even. I take a little spoon and flatten it all back out. And then one time in the light mode, and it is perfect, 100%. Soft serve ice cream texture, maybe a tiny bit softer depending on like today the bottom was exactly that and the top was a little like melty, which I perfectly liked, and that's just because it spent a little longer on the top. But y'all, I didn't ever really like Ninja Creamy much because it was always grainy. I would always have to put a couple of tablespoons of water in it. I would have to run it through on light 3 to 4 times, and then one ice cream to try to get the texture I want, and have to listen to that noise forever. And then sometimes the machine would get stuck because it was overheating. I just thought of this hack the other day on the video I talked about it. That's when I thought about it, and it works perfect. No more adding water, no more adding anything to it, no more fighting it, no more of it getting stuck, no more doing more than once, no more grainy texture. I'm sorry, it really does make me so sleepy when this happens. So I'm gonna stop talking, and my throat is really starting to feel like glass. No matter what, I will never be back in the boat I was. I mean, I'm not going to go up in weight. Even if I can only eat, say, potatoes again, I will find some kind of way to make that potato work where I don't gain weight. I don't know how. And don't say, well, don't put butter. Well, I didn't put butter. I literally was just doing a plain baked potato in the oven with salt because I couldn't have anything else. I also noticed that but the only bad thing during that time is my vitamins go stupid low because I get no protein or anything. Okay, I'm stopping now.